Very interesting. Alright, we got everybody here back on. We're going to actually end this stream. Alright. Come on. Alright, one moment. This is 99L, everybody. 99L. Honestly, it looks pretty good. It's not bad and it's not shabby. 99L is so far withstanding its working ground. There is some wind shear now starting to impact it. We're going to be taking a lovely look at that. Screw that up. We already got 5 people here. Let's get more. What's going on? Can you share the Discord link? Yeah, I will. Just one moment. Let's get everything started, you guys. We already got 4 likes. Let's get up to 10 likes before we even start this lovely thing. We already got... Oh. Alright, let me quickly... Also, let me share the Discord link. We're going to be going in here. This is Invest 99L, everybody. I'm just fixing a few things. We already got 8 people watching. Nothing much. Here it is, the Discord link. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. What's up? Subscribe. Let's get up to 700 subscribers. Also, 4,000 watch time hours. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. And let's chat and talk. Alright, we got that. That's the Discord link. That's the Discord link, everybody. We already got 10 people watching. Let's get up to 10. We already got some interesting stuff going on. Do you think exceed expectations? In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, yes. Invest 99L has exceeded that pretty well, to be honest, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. We're getting into that. Let's do this. I accidentally put the... We're going to put the new link in these. Just one moment, everybody. Let's get new people engaged with weather. That's the goal here. If you are new, please like and subscribe. Let's get up to 700 subscribers. We're going to be taking a look at the tropics in just a moment. Any questions or concerns as we're waiting here? Let's delete that. I'm just deleting the old links here that everybody can get into the new link of this live stream. If you are new, please like and subscribe. Alright, let's look at the channel. Let's see. Where do we stand right now, Weather Kingdom? We already got 13 people watching. Let's go up to 10 likes. All good. Mercy, I totally get it. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Mercy. Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? This is 99 elk here. You can easily tell. We do have a bit of a broad circulation here. It's not too strong, but we do have a little bit of a low-level circulation. Pretty weak, in my opinion. Nothing too strong. That's because we do have general wind shear to the north of it. And you can actually pretty much tell here on these thunderstorms where a lot of this convection is getting away from the low-level center and even the mid-level. And it's kind of opening wave this trough, and most likely this wave will weaken in the next couple hours and days. Hey, Weather Kingdom, any development on 99L? Thank you, appreciate it. Very interesting stuff. I'm good, how are you? This is 99L. Also, we got 90L here. 90L is trying to strengthen. It's having its difficulties, in my opinion. We kind of have once again, a broad open trough. That's because probably some mid-level shear and dry air that's kind of keeping this system from getting a whole lot strong. That's the most likely reason that we are not seeing such a powerful storm anymore on this. We already got 15 likes, 15 watching. Sorry about the thumbnail. We didn't get time to actually work on it. I was going to do that. Let's do that. Yeah, we got 13 watching. Thank you. I very appreciate that. This is the open trough here. Very interested stuff. This is the National Hurricane Center where we are going to be taking a look at. Right now, this is Invest 90L. It has a 90% of formation in the next 7 days. Also in the next 48 hours as a 80%. This is most likely going to develop at this point. Showers and thunderstorms have not become any better organized this evening with associated trough of low pressure located a couple hundred miles northeast of the Leeward Islands. Environment conditions appear conducive. Further development of the system in a tropical storm is likely. Keyword, we have likely in the word here. I don't know why I did that. Likely to form in this weekend while it moves northwestward, then northward over the next couple days. Southwestern Atlantic interest of Bermuda should monitor this. Bermuda is in the possibilities of development at this point in this given time. That is very possible. Also, any high seas or anything, gale warnings, this could become our Ferrando. This is our next named storm. Also, 90L getting a little bit interested here as we have a pretty much a yellow here. This has downgraded from a 50%. I do think that is very understandable, but I do think this was very close to a tropical storm last night, in my opinion, but, you know, we just don't know fully yet. They do say showers and thunderstorms associated with a tropical wave located about midway between Africa and the Windward Islands remain disorganized. While there is still some chance of a short-lived tropical depression or a storm could form in the next day or so, the system is expected to move through even less conducive environment on Saturday. So pretty much the conditions it's in. Yeah, I will. I'll take a look at that. If you are new, please like and subscribe. Let's get up to 700 subscribers. Also, and then they do say the wave could reach slightly more favorable environment late this weekend. If this is going to develop, in my opinion, we're going to have to watch in this general area here, in the Caribbean and the Gulf, where the waters are extremely warm. In my opinion, that's where we will watch for development that's generally moving this way into the Bahamas. We're going to be taking a look at that for rainfall rates. And then also, we need to take a look at the environment out in Africa as we got more tropical waves coming off. Let's remember, only August 22nd, we still got about almost 30 days before the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season, evening PM. Yeah. Interesting. We take a look at the models, and the models have gotten a little bit interesting here, where the GFS and ICON now shows development out of 99L. That was a big uptick with people today on Invest 99L. We take a look at the North Atlantic here, and yeah, we're gonna actually take a look at the vorticity here, and the vorticity actually does look better than 99L, as we do got some a little bit better and favorable more environment. This does weaken in quite a bit, but once you make it to the Leeward Islands here, this does stay as a wave, and it does generally never get going, in my opinion. We really don't see this get going all the way into probably the Gulf here. Kind of, you could see the wave go through here. Then the wave ends up all the way over here by this point, and then you do see it generally go a little bit more north, and that kind of dies out and never becomes actually anything associated with the GFS. The ICON, though, this is 0Z, we'll have to take a watch and see, but it does show some development potential possibilities. But in my opinion, I'm not too confident on 99L still. I'll have to give it a little bit to see. But the ICON does show some development as we get into the Caribbean, where it does show definitely a wave here that could try. Also on the 12Z run, we did see that tropical wave, and eventually, if it does, question is, does it make it, I would say, in this part of the Atlantic? If it does, the chances will most likely go up for tropical activity out of 99L. Could that happen? We'll have to wait and see. Does the vorticity last? Does the wave last? And then you do see the ICON taking it up there just a bit into a tropical storm. But we are going to have to keep an eye, because the ICON actually did pretty well with Erin. In my opinion, it done pretty well. So we'll have to take a watch if we do get some development in the future out of 99L in this general category here, where this could easily form into a very strong hurricane very quick. It is the time of year for it. The waters are very warm, and the wind shear is a lot less in that part of the environment. We'll have to keep an eye on the 0Z model run of the ICON here, that I'm actually very interested in, because the ICON was actually the beginning of the trend out of Erin, and it did a pretty good job on it with that westward movement. According to the last run to this run, it's a lot weaker though, I will say, and we'll have to wait and see. But it does show a pretty strong tropical wave does go into the Caribbean and south of Jamaica. Probably will bring some heavy rainfall and some flooding conditions. Also, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Yeah, remember Harvey. ICON surprisingly handled Erin well. Yep, that was models have been interacted this year. Yep, I agree. It's been very... ICON actually did pretty well with that. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Also, if we took out the APHIS here, let's just take a look at the APHIS. You never know. It does show 90L to form. 99L never really gets to formation. And then we have to watch something out in the light. Thank you, Passion Wind. I appreciate it. It did have westward bias. Erin was more west than majority of the models. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Passion Wind. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. The NAM 32km, I don't think goes out far enough for it. Western Atlantic. It does, but it never gets us to kind of develop. It keeps as a wave. Any questions or concern, anyone, as we are going to be taking a look at this? We got 99 now also. We'll take a look at the HRF. Does the HRF show anything? And kind of, no, keeps as a pretty weak. But it does bring, once again, showers and thunderstorms. This is the Leeward Islands here. In a general fashion, we're all marking in black. These are the Leeward and Westward Islands, as this is Barbados. And, you know, it's very disorganized, but this does bring very heavy Harvey vibes. We'll have to wait and see. Some of the models do show that type of stuff. We'll have to just wait and see. Also, this is that potential with 99L. Well, actually, we'll take a look at the analog of of Harvey. We'll have to take a look into that. Yeah, no, I completely agree, PM. I agree. But these are the islands out of the HRF model. Very heavy rain, most likely. And this will bring some impacts. And then the HRF never gets this to develop on the hurricane model. 99L on Hammond never gets to develop. Kind of crashes into South America. But it does, once again, bring impacts. Regardless, it does bring impacts into the Leeward and Westward Islands. There it is. Impacts. Showers and thunderstorms are most likely. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Hammond doesn't show anything. Halves A doesn't show, I think, anything either. Keeps the wave generally weak on the halves A. Halves B also. That's a good sign. It does generally keep this pretty weak. It doesn't really show any development. Thank you guys. We're at 15 subscribers. Let's get up to 20 subscribers if we could. That's 99L. Let's take a look at 90L as some developments possible. This does, you know, eventually starts twisting back up. There's the open wave. This does start to curl. There are some indications of that. And this does become, on the HRF, a pretty strong tropical storm. There is a difference where now this looks like it will miss Bermuda on the latest here. But it does become maybe a hurricane, at least a Category 1 hurricane. But it is a little bit less expectations than yesterday. So that's very good news. If you guys are watching from yesterday's live stream, we have a little bit better news with Invest 90L. It also on the Hammond does show it becoming a tropical storm, generally a very weak tropical storm. It does bring some impacts, waves, heavy rain, and strong and gusty winds possible into there, but then it kind of weakens. It keeps it relative weak and nothing to really focus on. We take a look at the true color here. I just want to take a look at the true color, and We'll have to wait and see what happens here on the model. The Ensembles is a very big talk. We can take a look at some of the Ensembles. Oh yeah, I know. Very powerful. That's a very big talk. We take a look in the next 48 hours. This is our tropical waves. We're gonna have to take a little bit of look also off the Atlantic coast, as we're gonna get some tropical activity potentially to try and develop off the East Coast. I don't know if it ever will. Be curious on with 6Z positions. This is 99L here, so this is 99L. I mean 90L. This is 99. This is Erin. We're going to just put E. And we're going to put this as 10%. So this is all the tropical waves in the next 48 hours. So we do have a pretty big amount of tropical activity that we'll be trying to develop and stuff. We're 3 likes away. Also, let's get up to 640 subscribers. Very greatly appreciated if we do. We go in the next 72 hours out. This is the next 3 days. Nothing really develops out of off the Atlantic coast. Kind of just that tropical wave or whatever you want to say. 90L kind of misses Bermuda and goes more out to sea. But we still do get a lot of agreement of a at least tropical storm that does try and develop into a hurricane. And then 99L, according to the models, does make it into the islands now. Some of them as a tropical depression, but most of them as a weak tropical wave. And it's very interesting that we take a look at the next 120 hours out. This is the next 5 days. And generally, according to these models, this is the final destination here. Kind of leads into nothing. Kind of weeks like Gonzales of 2020. That reminds me of. 90L does form into a tropical storm / hurricane potentially on the European ensembles. And then 240 hours out, we do see maybe the hints of something in the Bay of Campeche here. We still have this highlighted as a potential area. We have the 25 watching. Let's get up to 30 watching. Also, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. We'll have to wait and see on that, alright? We'll have to wait and see. We are pretty live late. Tomorrow morning, I will try and get a video. That means I probably will have to end the stream by 12 to 12:30. Most likely. We do got ensembles. The GFS ensembles are a little bit more interesting. It shows the development more in the Bay of Campeche. This is that tropical wave. This is the leftover. It never really gets going with 99L on the ensembles. It does show more development off there, though. And then we take a look at 336 hours out, and yeah, never really gets going, according to the 12Z. But 18Z has a little bit more of an interesting story. We do see now some indications of a Gulf and tropical low here. Also, we start to see some spaghetti plots now in the main development region. Just a little bit interesting where we're seeing some more ensembles picking up on stuff in the Atlantic that I do think the Atlantic will get going by early September. We still have a very active Atlantic going on. Most likely going to be getting our next few named storms. 312 hours out, very interesting. Really nothing to really talk about. We do see 99L eventually develops in the Bay Campeche over here and becomes a hurricane with 2 ensembles, but that's not guaranteed. 90L forms and moves out, and the Atlantic stays pretty quiet on these ensembles. These ensembles are picking up on more activity here in the main development region. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. A bit more activity on these ensembles. Wow, that's crazy. I do think the ensembles and the models will be picking up on a pretty busy... we have to take a look at GFS also. And the ICON. Let's check on ICON. 162 hours out. Very interesting. It actually... Very interesting. It actually picks up this wave a little bit quicker than the last run. It's a little bit weaker, but this is 99L, you guys. 99L. Right there, boom. I don't know, the Icon's picking up on that. I would say that it's possible with the Icon. If 99L could make it, it does show, but once it goes in the Gulf, it's game over. It's going to show a hurricane. We'll have to keep an eye. I like to keep an eye on the 0Z GFS and some of the 0Z runs on that. It is very interesting. The Euro never gets development going, honestly, in my opinion. On 90L does form. 99L never gets its true color, according to the 18Z. Big Rainmaker, yeah, I agree. It does show something in the distance, maybe off the Carolinas coast that we'll try and develop. Hey, dude. Hey, NATO, what's up? What's up? Nothing much. We're just taking a look at the tropics in general. More stronger tropical waves, though, once again, as we get closer to the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. We got a very strong wave here, strong, decent wave there. We got a cold front right there. Hey, so quiet mainly. Yeah, I'm not going to, hype it up, the Atlantic hurricane season. I mean, we'll have to wait for more data to confirm that, but I do think no, it is very interesting by the end of the run, though. I mean, we do see some pretty interesting tropical waves. Much stronger tropical waves there. No, I'm not. It's just, I'm not gonna... I mean, models ain't picking up on some things, but quiet for the next week and a half. Hey, what's up? This is why September and October is looking busy. Yeah, potential. We'll take a look at the MJO and the water temps. We have hit 20 likes. Let's hit 30 likes, you guys. Let's get more people engaged with the weather. I appreciate everybody. Let's get up to 700 subscribers as we are getting very close. We are currently Yeah, I agree with you, PM. We will. It's not going to be completely quiet. I'm not too confident on 99L. We'll have to wait and see, you guys, on 99L. I'm not too confident. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Canadian does show Invest 99L making it all the way there, but it does show a little bit of potential development in the Bacon Peachy. We do get a little bit active there. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I'm interested on the ICON. Yeah, we do eventually see a at 177 hours. This is 99L. But look at all this moisture that really starts building up. We're going to have a lot of moisture in very warm waters. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not too confident on stuff right now with the Atlantic. We'll have to just wait and see. We take a look at the water temperatures though in the Gulf. It's very warm. Let's take a look at these water temps here. Pretty much even off the Atlantic coast. This is where Erin went. Look, you could tell its path. And then zoom, zoom, and then zoom. There's Erin's path. That's pretty unique. Now we can see that. We'll have to... Also, the Gulf is very warm. I mean, we're at 31, 32 degrees Celsius now, almost all over the Gulf. Also, Northern Caribbean. I mean, if 99L does make it to the Gulf and the favorable conditions are there, this thing could take off in a hurry. So I would have to watch out in the Gulf and Northern Caribbean with 99L if the icon's right. We have a new GFS model run coming out. We'll watch that. As, you know, you never know. The GFS could change it up in one run, but I'm not too sure about that. Also, let's take a look at the MJO forecast here. Interesting, look at that. Looks like the MJO has hurried up a bit. This is by already September 30th. This could land very bad. This is by September 30th. This is by the 3rd of September. If we can get this to hurry up a little bit quicker, the peak of the hurricane season looks like we are going to be going right back in here. And if we can get by the 11th of September back in phases 4, we will be in trouble for a very active hurricane peak. This is by the 5th here, and we're already looking like that. J-Man keeps it there. We'll have to wait and see on the MJO. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. The guidance generally for 90L does show a medium tropical storm. It does show it becoming a tropical storm and not a hurricane, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does become a hurricane in the longer out. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, look at the unfavorability, you guys. This is 99L. Look at that. 30 knots of shear from the south. We'll be heading right into. We'll have to keep an eye on the models. Let's take a look at the end of last run, or 12Z run. I'm interested. Didn't really show anything. We do see a tropical wave that forms in the Gulf, and then, yeah. Not surprising, the waters are warmer than 2005. Back then used to be a lot colder waters. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to have another tropical outlook in discussion. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. I'm going to probably be ending the stream as I am pretty tired. And we'll have to keep an eye on this, you guys. Have a great night. See you guys tomorrow. And stay tuned. We'll have a video posted before 11 a.m.